Hey boys, and welcome back to the channel. It's 80 on the line and welcome back to another video. Today I bring you 5 things which you did not knew about Los Angeles crimes online. Now you may have known all of these 5 things, or you may have known 0 of them, you may have known 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Does not matter, just watch the full video and be sure to leave a like down below and comment how many tricks you knew earlier than you knew before I made this video. So without wasting any further time, let's begin with the number 5. Number 5 is just about some graphic tweaks. If you use medium settings to play Los Angeles Crime Online, then stop it right now, because I found out that the high graphics option were much better than the medium graphics. If you have a low-end device such as 2GB, 1GB or 3GB RAM phone, then either play it on low graphics rather than playing on medium graphics. I have a pretty decent phone, a Snapdragon 845 with 6GB of RAM, and previously I used to play the game in medium settings, and it was poor. The FPS was very poor, but once I switched to the high settings, it gave me more FPS than the medium settings. So I recommend you not to play it in the medium settings. Avoid it as far as possible. Either play it on high settings or in the low settings, but do not even touch the medium settings. So now let's move to number 4. Did you know that while you're in air, you can use the buttons, the brake, the accelerate and the side buttons to rotate your car as you do in Grand Theft Auto Online? So the controls are pretty much simple. You can just use them to rotate your car and make cool stunts, something like this. And this cool, you can just rotate your car and then flip it like this with just combination of 4 buttons. So Smokey made a video on it. You can just click over here and watch the video on how to control the car. Just don't do it without instruction, otherwise this may happen. So now let's move to tip number 3. So at number 3 we have this jumping trick. Actually it's a bug, but it can be called as a trick. So what happens is, let me jump in the third-person camera. As you can see, I jumped only up to there. Let me show you again. Here I go. So I jumped up to the second white block. Now let me jump in the first-person camera. So here we go. Just look at the distance traveled. Using first-person camera, you can jump twice the distance you jump using third-person camera. So this can be really useful in doing parkour maps, doing parkour stunts and other things. Similarly, there is another cool thing about this bug. Using this bug, you can just do some Max Payne style shooting, as you can see over here. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm jumping right now and I'm shooting. This ain't possible in third-person camera, but in first-person camera this is possible, as you can see here. Let me jump and let me kill all of those. So I bet you did not knew this trick earlier. Let me do it one last time. So be sure to enable the slow-mo aim from the setting to do this properly, otherwise you won't get time to shoot them. Now let's move to number 2. So at number 2 we have another first-person camera trick. So as you can see, one NPC is at the top of the building and I need to shoot it from here, but I cannot shoot it using the third-person camera. As you can see, I cannot point my gun beyond this, but if I switch to the first-person camera, I can easily point my gun above the building and I can easily shoot the NPC. As you can see here, I killed him using first-person camera, but I could not do that using third-person camera. So this is really useful if you are playing team deathmatch and the player are at a higher location. Now let's move to number 1. So at number 1 we have this pretty simple thing. You have seen this picture, you may have seen this picture somewhere in Discord or Twitter, but do not know how to enable it. So do not worry, because it's pretty simple thing to do. All you need to do is first enable the developer option from the game setting, and then type slash debug in the chat, and then you'll see something like this, and by clicking on them you'll be able to open all the door of the car. You can use it on the Maroc, Supra and King, all the 3 cars. So this is pretty nice thing. It won't help you in gameplay, but you can use it to make cool cinematics and other cool things. So I think that was it for today. Also, did you know that Los Angeles Crime Online have its own subreddit? The link is in the description. Go visit and post some good memes. Thanks for watching.